Hi everyone. Today we will talk about the struggle of naming an app. So, I have been working on two apps for the Shipaton challenge and I realized I need to give them a name. The first one is related to working out. So, the one that I wanted was something related to physique, and I came with like Physique AI, but of course that name was taken. And I was also conflicted if I should have a .ai domain, but .ai domains are usually, like when I was searching on Namecheap, you need to have a minimum 2 years of registration, so it's like $150, and I'm a bit of a miser on that, and I wasn't sure if I want a .ai name, so I went with .app name. But the problem still existed that you would not find a nice domain. And when you are working with the app names, I'm not sure if it works well or not. But if you have an app name, if you do not have an app name in the name itself for app store optimization reasons, that works as well, because you have 30 characters, and for those 30 characters you have to make sure that you do not lose on the value of each character. So I wanted a name that I can not even have, not even have on App Store, and just try to utilize the keywords that I put in the app's name itself and the description. So I started with a name called as Physiqa. Like if I look in my folder, it's called as Uttarankriam download ship it in Physiqa. So the idea was to have Physiqa.ai, but when I got the name, like when I created the repository, I realized that name is not available, and Physiqa AI didn't sound well on the name. So I was like, what should I have? And Physique AI with just a Q, that did not work as well. Then for some reason, the brand that I wanted for this app was to have a Zen calm kind of mindset. So I was like, okay, let's start with the name Zen. And I knew that I would not get Zen.ai or Zen.app, so I wanted a suffix as well. So if I see the bundle identifier in the Xcode project, it says com.rudrankriam.zenthus. So thus is, I am not sure how to pronounce it, but it is kind of a Greek word that is related to fight. And please correct me if I'm wrong, if you are a Greek person and you know the actual meaning. So it was related to having a Greek god physique. But when I was at a Bangalore meetup, told someone the name of my app Zenthus, and he was like, what, Zenthus? Like Thoos is the word. So if you know Hindi, you know what does mean. So it's like, for my international audience, it means stuffing. But like when you say it in Hindi, it's kind of a I won't say a slang, but it's like, like you will get the idea if you are a native Hindi speaker. So after he said that, I just could not get it out of my head. So I was like, I am not taking this name anymore. That's where I was like, how can I suffix? So I was chatting with Anthropic, Sonnet 4. I was chatting with ChatGPT, maybe GPT 4.1, because I'm on the free plan. And that's how I decided I will have some suffix, like uh, what does it mean to be more agile, like because I'm learning boxing, and what does it mean to be more agile. So it's like, I wanted to have a reference to an animal, and the species of panther was something that interested me. So that's how I came with the name of a suffix as thur. So it was Zenther AI, and Zenther AI kind of slips well on the tongue, and it does not represent anything related to fitness as such, but I was happy with it. So that's when I finally decided to have Zenther.ai. I think that domain is not available. Zenther.com is also not available, but I just went with Zenther.app in that case, and that's how I named my first app. The second app is related to journaling, and the idea was that you are arising from your lowest point. This is how I wanted to have that app last year, and I started working on it as well when the State of Mind APIs dropped. So the name was an Arising AI, an arising intelligence or something like that. But of course, arising, it's a very common word. I knew that I would not get this domain for it. And last year, I think I went to the test flight stage but had to drop it for some reasons, and the app idea was something I wanted back in 2023. So that's why I really love the this hackathon, because I'm resurrecting this app idea 2 years later, again after a failed attempt last year. So I wanted the app to arise, like I'm arising my um, how do I even say it? It sounds so weird. So I just want to have an app that was arising, and I could not get the name, so I just removed the G at the end, so it was Arisin. And then I also went with Arizen with an SEN. I also played with Arizen with a Z, but it wasn't looking good when I was typing it. So I went with Arizen with an SIN. I Arisin AI sounds nice. It does not sound like a journaling app, like how there are many, like day one. I don't know how easily it is to get that name, but I still have the same mindset that I would not use the name itself in the App Store Connect name, and use the SEO keywords. So this is how I finally ended up with having an app name after a struggle of many hours. Like I was cursing Anthropic and ChatGPT so much for not giving me a name, because they were just giving me some random names and just fusing two words together that did not sound it well, and the domains were also not available. And in the next video, what I would do is how I go about searching the ASO keywords, because I have been focusing so much on having a keyword driven development for these two apps, which I regret what I did last year for the mesh gradient apps. So I hope you learned something and can relate to the struggles of naming an app, and see you again.